Yoga is exercise that's for everyone. I'm here with Matt, who's a runner and a swimmer. I have Japinko, who's a dancer. And I have my husband, Royce, who used to play ball. Let's yoga together. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Take a deep breath in. On this one, hinge forward as you exhale. Take your hands to the floor. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins. Take your gaze forward with a flat back. And exhale, jump or step back into plank. Ease slowly down into chaturanga, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Push back into downward dog. Your arms are in line with your ears here. Take one leg and extend it straight back. And then slowly and gently take it out to one side, opening up your hips. Come back to the center. And then take a big step forward so your foot's in between your hands and gently come up into Warrior One. Take your hands to your heart, lift and rotate your back foot into Warrior Two. Look at your front palm, turn it up, put your hand on your back leg and ease into Reverse Warrior. Remembering to breathe. Rotate all the way around now. Take your hand to the floor. Take your gaze up to your other hand in triangle. Take one arm behind your back and your other arm underneath your leg and open up your chest. Take your gaze to the sky. Put your hand down now. Come back through triangle. Gently coming up into Warrior Two. Lift and rotate that foot forward to Warrior One. As you take your hands to your heart, I want you to come up into tree pose. Take one foot, put it on the inner thigh. Take your arms out to the side now and take your other leg back into Warrior Three. Hands to your heart, back into tree. This time, extend one arm out front. Take your foot, really push into your hand with your foot and glide forward into bow pose. Everybody's bow looks different, that's okay. Gently come back down, hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, folding forward as you exhale. Inhale, hands up to your shins, flat back, take your gaze forward. Exhale, jump or step back into plank. Really slowly now, ease into chaturanga to upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, push your arms nice and straight into down dog. And this time lift your other leg straight back. Take it to the side, opening up your hips. Come back to the center. Take a big step forward and gently come up into Warrior One. Take your hands to your heart, lift and rotate your back foot and glide into Warrior Two. Turn your palm towards you, hand on your back leg, and lean back, following your hand the whole time. You should get a little further on this side. You're getting warmed up. Come all the way round now into triangle. Take your hand to the floor, other hand straight up in the air. Take that arm behind your back. Take your other arm through into your bind, opening up your heart to the sky. Come back into triangle. Ease back up into Warrior Two. Lift and rotate that back foot into warrior one. Come back up into your tree now on the other side. Breathe, get your balance. Take your arms out to the side, push that leg back. Take your chest down to the floor. I often call this one aeroplane. Come back into your tree pose. And now I want you to put one arm out front, hold your foot, push back into your foot, back into our bow pose. Look at this beautiful bow, beautiful alignment, beautiful dancer's body. Great job.
Mine's not bad for an old guy over here.
For an old guy, you're doing great. Wonderful. Your bow will look different. There's as much benefits in the trying as there is in the doing. Now I want you to take your arms up above and then sit back as if you're going to sit into a chair. You like sitting in chairs, Royce?
I prefer couches, but yeah, I'll take a chair right now.
Take your hands to your heart and step back into warrior two. And from warrior two, I want you to go as if you're going into triangle, but we're going to take up that back leg into a half moon pose. Great job, Royce. Not
good.
bad for an old guy.
You didn't have to put in the old guy part, but I'll take it.
Come all the way back through to chair. Sit down. Step back into warrior two on the other side. Really gliding forward into warrior two. Again, rotate your arms around and go up into half moon on the other side now and hold that pose. Great job, nice straight line. Hold and breathe. Really requires a lot of core strength. And come back through to the center, back into chair. Up to standing, deep breath in. And breathe out, fold all the way down to the floor. Slide your hands up to flat back. Jump or step back into plank. Ease down slowly into upward facing dog. You're used to being in the dog house. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and push back into downward facing dog. Come back forward into plank, making sure your shoulders are directly above your wrists. And let's take it out to a side plank. You can have your feet stacked or you can have your feet staggered so that both are on the floor. You choose. Take a deep breath. It requires a lot of core strength. Come back to the middle. And let's repeat on the other side. Come back to the center, and this time sit back onto your heels into child's pose, really stretching out your back. Come back up and push into plank. Go back into your side plank position, and this time, if you can, lift one leg up. Come back down to the center. Open up on the other side, one arm up to the sky, and then try to lift that leg.
Matt, this is not recommended for the guys to try and lift too many legs. It's not
Back
a treat.
to the center. Sit back into child's pose. Back onto your heels. Come back up. Push into downward facing dog. And then walk your feet up this time. Take your head to your knees with a flat back and your arms out front. Come to standing. Exhale. One last big deep breath in. And breathe out. Well done. Namaste.